Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great day today. It's a nice sunny day out there today. Want to continue. Sorry, I'm a little out of it today. uh, Want to continue my albums to discover series through Discog Shuffle. This is what came up the last time. This amazing little album, 3:17 Eastern Standard Time by Klaatu. Great progressive Canadian rock band. Um, Interesting album, interesting history behind the album, and let's get into it here. Um, so, Canadian rock band formed in Toronto, Ontario, 1973. Um, the name of the band came from an alien in the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original movie, which is kind of cool. The alien's name was Klaatu, obviously. John Wolashuk on bass, piano, organ, guitars, vocals. Terry Draper on drums, and D. Long on guitars and acoustic guitars and electric sitar. Um, they weren't always known as the band members in the first few, the early part of their band's career. They were actually, rumors were actually out there saying that they were reincarnation of the Beatles. I never got that because they sound nothing like the Beatles. They sound nothing like Paul or George or Ringo or John, unless they change their vocals. I mean, their musical style is similar to the Beatles for sure. Sorry, I forgot to say it's a coffee kind of morning as well. I'm doing this to release. And sorry if I'm a little out of it here. So, because of their musical style, they were again often known as the Canadian Beatles. Um, Again, which I never get because they're not like the Beatles at all. Um, I mean, I guess in some way because of the arrangements of the tunes, some of the Beatles tunes are pretty whimsical and flowery and that type of thing. While the Klaatu is very similar. A combination of pop, progressive rock, art rock, symphonic rock. The first album, as I showed you, 347 Eastern Standard Time. I love that cover as well. Iconic cover. Um, Released in 76. No photos, no musical credits, no bias on bios, sorry, on the band members. Um, and the songs were listed as written by Klaatu only. So obviously this is left to speculate, left to rumors that it could be a reincarnation of the Beatles recorded under a different name. Um, there was also an article written by Steve Smith about that type of circumstance surrounding the album, and that led to, of course, widespread rumors. Um, it didn't help that Ringo's album, 1974, Good Night Vienna, showed Ringo appearing in place of the character Klaatu from the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still. So if you look at that photo on the album cover, he's kind of representing Klaatu in that. So again, two and two together, as people do. Rumors. And the fact that the band never disclaimed the rumors either. They never came out and said, no, this is wrong, this is not, we're not who we are. I think they wanted the publicity surrounding that rumor. So the whole band again, didn't dispel the rumors. The album had that Beatle-like sound to it, as some people thought. Um, but they never really took the rumors seriously either. Maybe that's why they didn't dispel the rumors. Um, but Capitol Records tried to make the most of it, obviously to make more money. So the rumor was finally disproved, by Dwight Douglas. He was a program director at radio station WWDC in Washington. When he checked the records of the Copyright Office and found the band members' real names. So rumors dispelled, not the Beatles, not the Canadian version of the Beatles, um, but that's the history surrounding this great album, and it is a really good album. Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft is the huge hit off of this one. It was also redone by the Carpenters, which was odd because it's a little different it's more progressive than the Carpenters usually do. But Richard Carpenter really liked the band and really liked that song, so that's why they did that album. So their second album, Hope, which is another great album, released in '77, including the pieces from the London Symphony Orchestra. Really great album. It's got some great rock elements to it. Progressive, not as whimsical perhaps as 3:47 Eastern Standard Time, but a great album just the same. Then we have, Hope also won a Juno, which is a Canadian version of the Grammys, for Best Engineered Album in 1977. Sir Army's Suite was the first time, even though they were in caricature, first time any hint of band members, photos or images on the album cover. And even on the label itself, same thing. So Sir Army Suite, 1978 release. So there were actually an animated movie depicting the band in caricature as well. So that was the first time that they revealed that, yes, they're actually band members. Now it shows, I guess, the three band members here. I'm not sure who the two older people in the middle are, but I guess they were on a trek and a journey. And then finally, Endangered Species. One of their, it's their fourth studio album, released in 1980. Wasn't as successful as the previous three, although I was listening to it last night. It's a pretty darn good album. I look at albums individually. It's hard to. Yes, you have your favorites, and yes, some are better than others. But if you look at each album individually, it's a completely different way of looking at things. And individually, this has got some great songs on it. Is it as good as the other three? No, but it's still on its own a good album. So I think the reason it wasn't as good because it was recorded in L.A. They were in a rush to put it together, compared to the other three recorded in Canada. And I think the record label was in a hurry to get another album out there. So they didn't put their heart and soul into it, perhaps. Maybe that's why it's not as good as the others. But still, great album. Happy to have it in my collection. So Klaatu, if you don't know Klaatu, definitely check them out. Great Canadian rock band, progressive rock for sure, with some history to it, some rumors that have been dispelled, but I'm sure, just like any rumor, there's still people that believe it is the reincarnation of the Beatles. But again, to me, sounds nothing like John or Paul, or even Ringo or George. Musically, yes, there are some similarities, but the vocals are nowhere near that. So anyway, that's my look at Klaatu. Let's see what's next on the Discog Shuffle here. So as you can see, nothing. Let's hit the random item button down here. Oh, Greg Lake. Awesome album. So I'll be looking at that one next. So there you have it. There's some albums to discover through Discog Shuffle. This time featuring Klaatu. And have yourself a wonderful day. I'm just trying to keep it together. Things aren't good. Things are not. Things are bad. So it's again, a release. I'm not doing this for any other reason, just to release and to put my mind at rest. Anyway, enough about that. Take care. Look forward to doing a feature on Greg Lake. And we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye now.